What if I told you the heaviest pitcher in modern Major League Baseball history played for more than 2 decades?
He stands in the way of the bid for the first Bison no-hitter over 9 innings since 1952. Little flare.
Outlasted legends, won a Cy Young Award, and even hit a home run at 42 years old, becoming one of the most beloved players of his generation. This wasn't some chiseled superstar. This was Bartolo Colón, a 5'11", 285-pound mound warrior. Nicknamed Big Sexy.
His first hit of the year. He drives one! Deep left field! That goes Upton! Back near the wall! It's out of here! Bartolo has done it! The impossible has happened!
A man whose career should have ended years earlier according to the scouts, but who defied everything baseball thought it knew about body types, longevity, and dominance. This is the story of how Bartolo Colón, baseball's so-called fattest pitcher, absolutely destroyed everyone. Bartolo Colón was born in Altamira, Dominican Republic, in 1973. His childhood wasn't about weights, trainers, or fancy gyms. His training ground was the Dominican countryside. As a boy, Bartolo would climb tall coconut trees, hauling fruit down for his family. Years later, he admitted that climbing those trees gave him the arm strength and balance that would eventually translate into one of the most durable pitching careers in baseball history. Growing up in a poor village, Colón didn't even own a proper glove at first. He'd throw rocks with friends, and when he finally got the chance to play baseball, it was with taped-up balls and makeshift equipment. But his raw arm talent stood out. Local scouts noticed his velocity and stamina long before he knew the path to the majors. Signed by the Cleveland Indians in 1993, Colón arrived in the United States with little English, a heavy frame, and a fastball scouts couldn't stop talking about. By the time he made his major league debut in 1997, he was already flashing radar readings in the upper 90s. Sometimes even touching 100 miles per hour. Colón wasted no time showing Cleveland and the rest of baseball what he could do. In just his second season, he struck out 11 Yankees in a row during a game in 1998.
And Martinez's night ends with a whiff of Colón.
That set a major league record for consecutive strikeouts against one team. At that moment, he went from that big kid with the fastball to a pitcher who could make superstars look helpless. By 1999, Colón was an all-star.
Bartolo has done it! The impossible has happened!
Anchoring Cleveland's rotation. That year, he won 18 games and helped carry the Indians to the postseason. Fans started to realize something. This unathletic-looking pitcher could be the future of their staff. In 2002, the Indians made a bold move. They traded Bartolo Colón to the Montreal Expos. It was a blockbuster deal. Cleveland gave up Colón, and in return received Cliff Lee, Brandon Phillips, and Grady Sizemore. But for Bartolo, the move was about survival. He bounced from the Expos to the White Sox and eventually landed with the Anaheim Angels. His weight was rising. His velocity was falling. Many wondered if he had already peaked. But then came 2005, the season that changed everything.
Bartolo Colón now 16-5 against Texas in his career. He has never lost to the Rangers.
Colón turned 32 in 2005, a dangerous age for pitchers already showing signs of wear. But that year, he was sensational. Pitching for the Angels, Bartolo went 21 wins and 8 losses, threw over 222 innings, struck out 157 batters, and finished with a 3.48 earned run average. That season, he led the American League in wins and took home the Cy Young Award.
Bartolo Colón becomes the first 20-game winner.
The first Angels pitcher to do so since Dean Chance in 1964. Colón's secret wasn't velocity, it was command. He walked fewer than 2 batters per 9 innings and filled the strike zone with unshakable confidence. By the mid-2000s, baseball was moving toward pitch counts and bullpen games. But Colón, he was still the workhorse, willing to throw 120 pitches if that's what his team needed. After his Cy Young season, injuries hit. Elbow pain, shoulder problems. By 2010, Colón was out of the majors entirely, pitching winter ball in the Dominican Republic and fighting to keep his career alive. Most thought he was done. Too heavy, too old, too broken. But Bartolo wasn't finished. He underwent a stem cell procedure on his shoulder and elbow in 2010, which revitalized his arm. By 2011, the New York Yankees gave him a shot. He didn't throw 98 anymore, but his control had become surgical. Instead of overpowering hitters, he began to carve them up with fastballs on the black, mixing sinkers, cutters, and the occasional slider. He threw fastballs nearly 85% of the time, daring hitters to beat him. Most couldn't. When Bartolo Colón signed with the New York Mets in 2014, he became something bigger than just a pitcher. He became a folk hero. At 40 years old, overweight, with a jiggling belly under his jersey, Bartolo didn't look like a professional athlete. But that was exactly why fans loved him. He was relatable. He looked like someone you'd see at a Sunday barbecue, except he was shutting down Bryce Harper. For the Mets, he was dependable. He ate innings, threw strikes, and kept games winnable.
Colón Johnson to second with an RBI double.
In 2016, at age 43, Colón made the All-Star team, the oldest pitcher to do so since Satchel Paige. But the moment that defined his late career came on May 7, 2016. At Petco Park, facing the San Diego Padres, Bartolo stepped up to the plate. Known as one of the worst hitters in Major League history, with just 21 hits and nearly 250 at-bats, no one expected anything. Then, on a 1-1 fastball, Colón swung and connected. The ball sailed over the left field wall.
Colón looking for his first hit of the year. He drives one! Deep left field! Back goes Upton! Back near the wall!
Bartolo Colón had hit his first and only career home run. At 42 years, 349 days old, the oldest player in history to hit his first career homer.
His first career home run! And there'll be nobody...
The dugout erupted. The crowd lost its mind. Even the Padres tipped their caps. That one swing cemented his status as a cult legend forever. By the end of his career in 2018, Bartolo Colón had 247 career wins, the most ever by a Latin American-born pitcher, over 3,400 innings pitched, 2,535 strikeouts, 4 All-Star selections, a Cy Young Award, and 1 unforgettable nickname, Big Sexy. He became one of only 16 pitchers in Major League history to appear in a game after age 45. So how did the so-called fattest pitcher in Major League history dominate for so long? It wasn't luck. It wasn't smoke and mirrors. It was command. He led the league in fewest walks per 9 innings multiple times. Adaptability. From 100 miles per hour in the 90s to 89 miles per hour in his 40s, he reinvented himself. Durability, a workhorse mentality. He wanted the ball, always. Personality. Baseball isn't just numbers, it's entertainment, and Bartolo made fans believe. He proved that dominance doesn't always come in six-packs and sculpted frames. Sometimes it comes with a big belly, a bigger smile, and a fastball you can't hit. Today, Bartolo Colón is remembered not just for what he did on the mound, but for how he did it. He defied every stereotype. He made fans laugh, cheer, and believe. He gave the game one of its most iconic viral moments with that 2016 home run. And he proved that baseball's beauty lies in the unexpected. Bartolo Colón wasn't supposed to last this long. He wasn't supposed to win this many games. And he definitely wasn't supposed to hit a home run at 42 years old. But he did. That's why Bartolo Colón will forever be remembered as the Big Sexy who destroyed everyone. If you loved this story of Bartolo Colón's improbable career, make sure you subscribe to Foul Ball, where we bring you the untold, unbelievable stories that make baseball so much more than just a game.